A very good evening, one and all, and a hearty welcome for today's session, that is an ideal science lab. I am pretty much sure that the topic itself is a bit, sounding a bit new, or people might feel that what is there to know much about science lab, but why not? We can explore it. So we have our resource person over here, Mrs. Abhilasha Verma, who is going to give us all a sneak peek into how an ideal science lab has to be set. So the screen is all yours, Abhilasha.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, and thank you to all the participants for joining because it is a very typical and very different topic and ideal science lab. If we think about it, like what could be there in a science lab? We know that three types of labs are there: physics, chemistry, bio. But those who are really into science, really into lab professional, they will get to know will get to know, explore more that what can be done in that. Let us start. Sir, next slide. What exactly do you mean by a science lab? What do we do in a science lab? Exactly. First, we have to think that we do a lot of activities, lot of things in the classroom. So why do we need a science lab? So it is a space. It is an area in a school which is necessary for hands-on learning or investigation or discovering something new in the field of science education. All right. So why do we take, can anybody give example like if any science teacher is there, you could have gone to the science lab for any activity or something. Any science teacher here? Or in the school, you must have seen students going to the science lab.
Ma'am, I'm science teacher here, and I did not get your question, please. Uh,
Ma'am, yeah. Have you ever taken your students to science lab?
yes, ma'am.
So
Ma-
what was the purpose of going there, ma'am? My question is that.
Ma'am, to give them hands-on experience, as you said, or actually a real-life experience somewhere that whatever we talk in theory, they are able
Yes,
to explore it better in the labs.
yes, ma'am. So, like what we teach in the class, right? What we teach in the class is the theory part, and we can also explore. We can tell them that these things happen. But when the child is doing the thing on its own, investigating, discovering, trying something new, then it will go directly. It will make a more impact on students' learning, isn't it? So in my last presentation, there was a saying like, tell me, I'll forget. Show me, I might remember. Involve me, I'll finally understand. So what is this involvement? How we can involve these students? By doing the experiments. Yes, ma'am, practical experience. That is more important. As in our real life also, we say that we tell our children that you with experience we have learned this thing, right? For everything we'll say that we have learned from our experience. So what is that experience? It could be in English, it could be in maths, it could be in science. Wherever you go, there is a experience. So in the science lab, yes, ma'am.
I have an example.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
we see and watch so many videos of recipes in the mobile phone, but unless and until we go in the kitchen and do practical, we cannot learn.
Right, ma'am, right. That's what I am also willing to say, that unless and until you try it, we see lot of videos, lot of things we say, but unless and until we are into it, we won't be able to do. Right? Yes. Yes, sir. Next slide, sir. So what is the importance of science lab? As
Sorry for
we,
the interruption, Abhilasha ma'am. I am making you the host, so I would
okay,
really appreciate if you can do the this thing. I mean, screen sharing.
okay.
Yeah, you are the host now, ma'am. You can present the screen.
Okay, sir. I'll open my screen 1 second. Is my screen visible?
You need to share your screen, ma'am. It's not visible.
Okay, sir, 1 second.
It's visible now, ma'am. You need to turn on your video, Abhilasha, ma'am. It's visible. Your
Yes,
screen is visible.
yes, sir, 1 second.
Yes, you can start, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I was talking about the importance of science lab. Now, science lab acts for hands-on learning. Then science labs give the students time, space, and resources to explore and experiment. And it also enhances the curiosity, right? So from the beginning, very start of a childhood's journey, the science lab can play an important role in educational development. Hands-on learning for a child at kindergarten level to second standard kids is a beginning to grasp the idea and actions to inculcate curiosity in them, right? So what we do in kindergarten also, or it can be a grade 1 student, grade 2 students, we really don't take them to a science lab, right? But we do small experiments using what? The colors in the, I'll share this next slide. In elementary stage, what we teach to the kid? The different type of colors, the light, the sound. We use a globe. We take it in the class. Yes, Shilpi ma'am, our science teacher here.
Yes, ma'am. I take senior classes, but yes, these kind of things are done in the junior classes. Any kind of where they can visualize the thing or try their hands on it if it is safe.
Yes. So when we teach a day and night process, what do? We take a globe to a class, we take a torch and we rotate the globe. We show them that how day and nights are formed, how seasons are found. Then if we teach about the different kind of sounds, so we take tumblers, boxes, and then we try out, means ask the students to try out the different types of sounds that can be produced by a empty glass, a full glass, or uh, half filled glass. So in middle school, what kind of lab do we have? Little bit of more complex things are there. And sorry, in elementary stage, we can have it in a classroom also. One corner can be made for the simple experiments to be done for the class, so that the child will be very curious to know that what all can be done through these kind of materials. Okay, now in middle schools, the students at this level are very capable of grasping bigger and little bit complex things. They can be interrelated processes, and how the elements work in biological or chemical system. They can handle the glasswares, perform experiments with less handling or instructions given by the teacher. So through independent learning, through peer learning, they can grasp bigger and complex concepts. Like Shilpi ma'am, you are there for the middle school. So what kind of experiments do you perform? Can you share with us?
Ma'am, we teach students to make temporary mount of onion peel to show cells, and we
Hmm.
also show
Yes,
cheek cells in human being and biology. In chemistry, we carry out experiments of showing indicators, acid bases salts. In physics, we do carry out experiments related to magnetism, electricity,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
prism and light, right? All these.
Yes, ma'am. So it's very means the students are very, very curious to know, and like recently I have taken them to grade 5 students to biolab. So biolab, what they have done, they have taken a hibiscus flower and different kind, what are the different parts of the flower was taught to them. So I heard that at home also they were plucking a flower and started doing all the telling to their parents that these are the different parts of the flower. So these are simple experiments. We don't need much resources for these kind of things. And the major part is that when you are going to a science lab, we should have an objective. Then our learning outcome can be attained. Now in high school science lab, the students, the experiments they perform will be very highly advanced. So it developed the capacity to analyze the systems. There different when we go to a bio lab, there are different kinds of systems, dissections also they do. Then they understand more advanced concepts, more deep and deep into it, and here they engage themselves as far as possible. Why? Because here they choose a profession. Like they have to go to a science, which field in science, in physics or chemistry or bio, they will choose the field here when they really inculcate the curiosity among themselves. So the instructor has to be very, very careful that he has to analyze that which student is interested in which kind of profession. Now about the inventories present in the lab. What are the things a lab should have? Inventories means what all the things should be present in the lab. Obviously, the seating arrangement should be there. The durable countertop should be there. Cabinetries for keeping different type of materials, right? Like in a science lab, chemistry lab, test tubes will be in one place, beaker should be in one place. Then what are the different chemicals? Acid should be in one place, bases should be in one place, and acids also, few acids are very uh, like corruptives ones. Okay, so we have to be very careful about what should be kept where, and the maintenance is very, very important. So and next is workstation, where the students will work. Apparatuses, safety equipment, model specimens, say the chemicals, safe chemicals or corrective chemicals. Then log registers, maintenance of the registers for especially for CBSE inspections. Whenever the inspections will be there, they will first go to the lab. So stock registers, log registers, and first aid boxes, fire extinguishers. These are very, very important thing to be maintained in a lab. Sorry. Then ideal science lab features. What could be the feature? What do you mean by feature in a science lab? Like in a classroom, it should be very spacious, it should be ventilated, light should be there from each and every place. So how a science lab should also be designed, it is the feature, like it should be spacious for the movement of the teacher, of the students. And when the lab experiments are being performed, the teacher has to supervise. That much space should be there. And each student should have an independent work area for performing their own experiments. Then proper location should be given in the school for the science labs. Light should be there proper. Then demonstration table should be there. Furniture should be adequate. Ventilation and plumbing. What do you mean by plumbing? Anybody? Why plumbing is important in a science lab? Can anybody share why plumbing is important?
Ma'am, I'm not sure of exact plumbing, but is it related to the drainage line that we have separate due to the acid use?
Yes, ma'am. That is also a part. And like science, bio you are doing, they need to be cleaned, right? We are doing dissections and all. So that drainage should be there. And where the sink should be there, right? Where the connection of the fire should be there in chemistry lab. Those things comes under plumbing. Right. Next slide is. Now AICTE, All India Counseling for Technical Education. What does it say about the lab? So it has decided to establish IDEA. What is IDEA? Idea Development, Education, Evaluation and Application Lab. In AICTE, it is approved by the institutions and it encourages students for application of science, technology, engineering and mathematics, that STEM learning fundamentals, towards enhancement of hand-on experiment, which means learning by doing, and event production visualization. Whenever they will visualize the things, they will learn. So the purpose of Idea Lab is to provide all facilities under one roof. In one school, all the different types of labs should be there so that the students can be facilitated. They can take advantage of all the different kinds of labs. Now here comes the benefits of science lab for the students. Better understanding of the concepts. Then development of critical thinking skills. Stimulating creativity, promoting inquiry and curiosity, developing skills for the future, enhanced motivation and engagement, better retention of information, real world connections, promotion of teamwork and collaboration, learning to learn from the failure. So any point anybody can explain here. I would invite the participants to explain any one point here. Any one point you can explain. Sorry, I'll share the slide. Yes, ma'am. How many participants? 1, 2, 3, 4 participants are there. 4 of you, any one point you can take out and explain this.
Ma'am?
Yes, Punita, ma'am.
Ma'am, learning from failure, we can demonstrate by, we can explain by, like we take specimen, like
Yes, ma'am.
onion peel ya something, है ना, for viewing in the microscope.
Right,
That
ma'am.
specimen should be very precise. If at one point of time that accurate visual is not seen, then another piece should be taken and thereby improving the view.
Yes, ma'am. Correct, ma'am. Like in microscope, when we take the microscope and we prepare the slides, if one slide is not coming proper, then we will take the other dissection and do the work, isn't it? So same with the blood smear experiments. We take a drop of blood, and unless and until it is not clear what are the different cells found in that, we keep on doing it, right? Yes, ma'am. Ravinder ma'am, Sudhamanti ma'am, Vasundhara ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, good evening. I would like to say something because I am not the teacher of science, ma'am. I'm the teacher of language.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what failure, the thing is, first most important thing is for learning. We have to learn from the examples of others. If some people have failed in something, so
Yes,
what were
ma'am.
the reasons? Then comes our experiment, that we are doing experiment. How did
Right.
they fail, and what was like some solutions or suggestions which came their way to succeed them. So
Right.
those should be followed by others. This is what I think. You have to learn from the
Yes, ma'am.
others' failures.
Yes, ma'am. Correct only. Ma'am, it is not only the lab or means only in the science we have to follow the lab. There are languages lab also, isn't it, Ravinder ma'am? You are teaching which subject, ma'am? Ravinder ma'am?
I am teaching English, ma'am.
So English labs must be there, isn't it? We have
Yes,
English
ma'am.
language lab nowadays. So what we do? We do the same thing. We stimulate the creativity. Then why do we take them to the lab for better retention of information, for
Right,
them
ma'am.
to be engaged, for connecting them to the real world connections, right?
Right, ma'am. Right,
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes. So it is not only science lab. Nowadays, the CBSE schools, they are saying for the language labs also. So now various schools I have seen there, they have language room for English separate, Hindi separate, then maths lab will be there.
We have all the
And
labs, ma'am, in our school. And
yes,
we are taking the children, especially how to pronounce some things, how to now get together, how to solve. What about enhancing vocabulary? Everything is done over there, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So why means my topic what I have taken is the benefits of science lab. But these benefits are for all the labs, isn't it? For every lab it is applicable. Yes, Shilpi ma'am.
Ma'am, for science particularly, I'll vouch for all these 10 points that you have mentioned are really applicable. I've been
Yes.
in science for so many years and really find that science is always enjoyed either in the labs or by any activity or experiment they are doing by themselves. So I'll take
Hmm.
example that when we teach them about charges and how charges behave, positive and negative charges, the moment you teach them through electroscope and show them charges and the behavior of charges, they start looking at home, that why do they say these static electricity and these crackling sound and the sparks during winters at home when they remove sweaters and when they see in blanket, or why do they see that through induction, how the wireless charges are able to charge mobile phones. So this is the real world connection what they are able to draw out of such thing. It also developed they promoted their inquiry and curiosity, that why it happens, and they keep on looking the things around themselves in their world.
Yes, ma'am. That is very, very true. Suppose in this winter season, rainy season and winter season, the transition of the season is there. At that point of the season, like we wear synthetic clothes, like we get a spark, sudden spark when we touch a plastic chair or a synthetic cloth we are wearing. So we get that the students, they think that it is spark is there, but what is that they don't know. Like it is the which force, electrostatic. When we rub, a simple example at home we can do, we take a bit of papers and we rub a comb and then we try it over the bits of paper. What happens? The paper is getting attracted to the plastic material, isn't it? So these kind of simple things we can set up in the class itself, right? And very simple, when we were small, in our school, we have seen that simple example, a bit of paper. Shilpi ma'am, you can try this also. A small bucket can be there at the down and half sheet of paper. You keep on trying, it will not go inside the bucket.
Right, ma'am, right.
You keep on trying, you whatever you do, it will not. Very rare that piece of paper will go inside the bucket, right? So what force is there? What is there? We have to explain to the students. So these kind of simple, it is not only that we have to take them to the lab, in the class also, outside the class, in any open area. All the three kinds of this chemistry, physics, or the bio thing can be taught, right? Punita ma'am, you want to share? Sudhamati ma'am, you want to share any point here? regarding of whatever subjects you are teaching?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Sudhamati ma'am,
Whatever you said is perfectly fine.
you can share whatever subject you are teaching, ma'am. In that, which point is coming, you can explain through any of the example which you have done in the class. Okay, that's all. And I have already discussed in my few slides back that about the Chote scientist. It is in Pune. They are doing really wonderful job. They go to the schools which really don't have proper science labs. So they train the teachers that without the equipments, with the use of daily things what we throw, how experiments can be done. Okay. So, like simple pipes of AC or vacuum cleaner, we throw it. So, through those things, they show the experiments to the students. Okay. So, it is a nice approach by that group. It is a Pune-based group. They are exploring and they are sharing those experiments all over India nowadays. Okay, this was my last slide
Ma'am,
because
are
it
they
is a very,
online
very
also? Do
small.
they have their online? Excuse me, ma'am. Do they have these people
Yes,
from
no,
Pune?
ma'am, no, ma'am. They have not started the online yet. They are
They should
means
start if
moving
they are
in.
experimenting.
The
Yes.
team moves on in one other place, ma'am, and they have they call for the workshops actually. They train the
Okay.
teachers,
That
and
is
they
very
want to.
nice.
Yes, they make a good team and want to explore. Like the whole group can teach the whole school. They are just
Wow.
conducting the workshops nowadays. Yes, ma'am.
Very good, ma'am.
Yes.
I wish we
So,
could meet these
like,
people.
sure, ma'am, I'll just convey these things too because through
Ma'am,
DAV we
please
are getting
convey.
these
Tell
things.
them to
DAV
come to
is our
Bhopal,
associate
ma'am.
school. Sure,
Come to Bhopal.
sure, ma'am, sure.
Ma'am, what is the name
Yes, ma'am.
scientist? Something.
Shilpi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
What
couldn't hear you.
the name of the group?
Ma'am, Chote Scientists.
Okay.
Last 2 years back, they have started this, ma'am. So definitely they are associated with the DAV schools. Through
Okay.
DAV group of schools, they are exploring each and every place. So it is really nice. If I'll find the video and all, I'll just share with you in the group.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sir, Ravi, sir.
Yes, yes, Abhilasha
Sir,
ma'am.
this is all from my side, sir. Today's slide.
Okay, okay, wonderful. So I suppose it has been more interactive than the other sessions today because
Yes.
I have heard people wanting DAV to come down to Bhopal and all. So that is
Yes.
really good. Any which ways, thank you so much, participants.
Sir, if you are connected, please do come to Bhopal.
Definitely, Ravinder Kaur, ma'am. We will
Yes,
definitely
yes.
do the needful. Yeah. So I suppose it has been a wonderful session today. I was not there for a while because of few chores that I need to complete. Any which ways, it has been a very fruitful session for everyone. That's what I have understood from the feedback. So, dear participants, in case you want to grab a certificate for this particular session, you all know the process. You need to send rupees 5050 to the following number 990-892-5730. I have sent it in the chat box. Kindly send 50 rupees to that particular number through WhatsApp. Even share the screen share of the payment, screenshot of the payment along with the name that you want on the certificate. If you are particular about the titles like Mr., Mrs., all such sort of things, also you need to mention. And lots of appreciations to the resource person of the day, Mrs. Abhilasha Verma, for
Thank
a
you, sir.
wonderful session on a very intricate subject like setting up science lab in the school. Hope even the 6 or 7 participants who are here will definitely bring out a revolution in setting up their libraries science labs from now on. Okay, Miss Abhilasha Verma, thank you so much for a wonderful session, and see you all in the upcoming session, dear participants.
Thank you so much, sir. And I really thank all the participants to be very, very interactive, though it was a very small topic, but really effective one. And I really thank from bottom of my heart for participating, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Abhilasha ma'am, you can end the session. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.